So we're here today, Crystal, because we talked about that, we discovered that your baby is breech. We talked about that at our last visit. And what we've decided to do today is an external cephalic version, which means we're just trying to get the baby to move into a head down position. So if I gave you the option last time, you could go into traditional medical care and see if somebody there would do an external cephalic version. They typically would do that in a hospital setting. Or they can sign you up for a cesarean, or we can try this here. So you have agreed. Do you still agree today to have this done?
Yes, I do.
Excellent. So we went over the risk factors, which include placental abruption. We did confirm, because you had a 20-week ultrasound, that baby does not have any fetal anomalies, and the placenta is located on the posterior wall of the uterus. We talked about risk factors of possible either cord entanglement or cord compression, and of course we would know that right away because we're going to be listening intermittently to make sure baby is happy. So if there are any decels, we would stop the procedure immediately. The other reasons we would stop is if you ask me to stop at any point, if there's decels, if mom starts having contractions, because that is another risk factor. There could be preterm labor that could occur. And if baby just isn't happy and not moving into that position, we will stop then. And if there's any sudden or abdominal pain that occurs, if this becomes painful, then we will just stop the procedure. So before you came in, we had you empty your bladder, and we are trying to make it a relaxing environment. So we'll have some music going and some lavender essential oil, if that's what you'd like, to help you relax a little bit. We did put you on 2 pillows to try to get the baby to move out of the pelvis, because before you got on the pillows, we did confirm through Leopold's maneuvers that baby is indeed breech. So baby is facing your left, and sacrum is here, so LST is kind of where we are at. And when I try to move baby, we'll be moving toward your left, following the baby's nose to get into head down position. I think I went over risk factors. I went over other options. I got your consent. I'm going to confirm. We confirmed through Leopold's maneuvers that baby is breech. I'm also going to confirm with the fetoscope, and at the same time then do a good 2-minute baseline of the heart rate. So, yes, indeed, this is the loudest spot, which tells me that this is where the baby's back is. Oh, we also determined, first I'm going to be quiet and listen. And so that was 2 minutes to get the baseline. And also with my Leopold's maneuvers, I also determined that there is plenty of amniotic fluid so that baby can move easily. You do not have too little or too much amniotic fluid, which is what we want in this circumstance. Okay, so you've been on these pillows for about 15 minutes, just relaxing and hanging out, trying to get the baby to move out, because before you laid down, I assessed where the baby's sacrum was, and it was pretty far engaged in that pelvis. So with this kind of reverse position here, we have baby should be sliding slightly up out of the pelvis. So I'm going to confirm that. And yes, indeed, it looks like that baby has followed gravity and has moved up slightly. So what we're going to do before I start this, I have my hand on the head and my hand on the sacrum, and we're going to have one more listen to make sure that baby is happy. Okay, so now we're just going to gently rock and maneuver and massage, and we're going to talk to baby and say, come on baby, you're going to see what it's like to be head down, and you're going to love it. It's a happier position for you and a happier position for mom. So we're just going to gently rock and move and never take my hands off the baby. Now we're going to stop and we're going to listen. Good. Baby still sounds happy. So we're just going to continue. Gently maneuver. Are you feeling any pain at all, Crystal?
Not at all.
Excellent. You're doing great. Baby seems happy. I'm going to stop here and listen again. All right, very good. Baby's still happy. We're just going to continue to gently rock and coax and talk to baby. Yep, we don't want to block the view here. And so baby now is transverse, so we're going to listen here. At that point, in order for me not to block, I'm actually going to switch. So I'm not moving my hands off the baby ever, and continue rocking, because my other option would have been to completely turn the other way, but then I would be blocking the video. So just going to keep listening intermittently, and we're taking our time with this and making sure baby's happy and mom is doing great. All right, so come on baby, you're doing great. Oh, there's your hand waving high. We'll keep rocking baby ever so gently and slowly. We'll stop again and listen. Baby's almost there. Baby's getting there. Baby sounds great, so we're just going to keep going. Gently rock and maneuver. Right. So now I feel like the head is moved into position. Baby's head down. We're checking through the Doppler, and we now find that the heart tones are where they should be. So baby is now L-O-T, which is what we want. So head down. I'm not going to quite take my hands off yet. We did listen. I think what we'll do now, because baby is head down, we're just going to remove one or two of the pillows. So if you could lift your, excellent, and that way gravity won't be working against us. And we're going to listen for a solid 3 minutes to make sure that baby is happy the entire time. And we're just assessing this whole time, listening. We're charting, of course, what we determine, and just making sure so you don't have any pain, no contractions are occurring.
No.
Okay. All right, so that was a good 3 minutes, and then we'll do one more confirmation with Leopold's and feel the fundus up here, feel the baby's back, come down, feel the head in the pelvis, and there it is. It's not quite engaged, but it is head down, and then we're going to help Crystal up. And then what I'm going to ask you to do is just remain upright for a good 15 minutes or so to make sure that baby stays head down.
Okay.
So how are you feeling?
I feel much more comfortable.
Excellent. Very good.
Thank you.
All right. And I think we accomplished that.